The concept of lust or high sexual desire is complex and varies greatly across cultures. Sexual desire can be influenced by several factors, including cultural norms, societal expectations, levels of freedom and autonomy, education, and even climate. It is crucial to clarify that the notion of high levels of lust should not be equated with promiscuity or judged negatively. Instead, it can be viewed as a natural and positive expression of sexuality. This article will explore countries where women are perceived to express higher levels of sexual desire. The list is not definitive, but offers insights into places where factors like sexual liberation, freedom of expression, and positive attitudes toward sexuality play significant roles. 1. Sweden. Sweden is often seen as a beacon of gender equality and sexual liberation. The country's open-minded attitudes toward sex extend to both men and women, allowing women to express their sexuality freely and without judgment. Swedish culture does not stigmatize sexual desire, and comprehensive sex education plays a significant role in shaping positive attitudes toward sex. Sexual culture in Sweden. In Sweden, discussions about sex are normalized, and there is a strong emphasis on consent, communication, and mutual respect. This encourages women to explore and express their desires without fear of social backlash. Swedes value individual freedom, which includes the freedom to enjoy and discuss sexuality. Studies have shown that Swedish women are among the most comfortable discussing their sexual needs with their partners, reflecting a culture that prioritizes sexual health and satisfaction. 2. Brazil. Brazil is renowned for its vibrant and sensual culture, especially during events like Carnival, where expression of sexuality is embraced and celebrated. Brazilian women are often seen as confident and open when it comes to their desires, which is partly attributed to the country's festive culture that encourages freedom and self-expression. Sexual culture in Brazil. The tropical climate, coupled with the nation's love for music, dance, and celebration, creates an environment where sensuality is almost a way of life. Brazilian society is very diverse, and while some regions are more conservative, in cities like Rio de Janeiro and São Paulo, women are more open about their sexual desires. However, it's also important to note the underlying cultural norms that can pressure women to conform to certain ideals of beauty and seduction. Despite this, many Brazilian women assert their sexuality boldly, and the country has a strong emphasis on bodily autonomy and sexual health. 3. France. France is synonymous with romance, passion, and seduction. French women are known for their confident approach to sexuality, and the culture places a high value on the art of love and intimacy. Historically, France has been a center for progressive attitudes toward sex, encouraging women to explore their desires without guilt or shame. Sexual culture in France. In France, sex is often seen as an essential part of life, akin to enjoying good food or wine. Discussions around intimacy and pleasure are less stigmatized, and there is an emphasis on mutual satisfaction. French women are known to be direct and honest about their sexual needs, and this is reflected in a dating culture that prioritizes quality over quantity. The libertine movement, which encourages sexual exploration, has also influenced the culture, making France one of the most sex-positive countries in Europe. 4. Denmark. Denmark, like other Scandinavian countries, is known for its progressive and liberal attitudes. Danish women enjoy a high degree of freedom and autonomy, which extends to their sexual lives. The country has a low level of stigma around sexual activity, and discussions about sexual health and pleasure are integrated into the education system. Sexual culture in Denmark. In Denmark, there is a significant emphasis on individual freedom, and this includes the freedom to express one's sexual desires. Danish society is quite egalitarian, and this is reflected in the way both men and women approach relationships and sex. Danish women tend to be assertive about their needs, and casual dating is common, with a focus on mutual consent and enjoyment. The country's acceptance of different sexual orientations and lifestyles also creates a safe space for women to express their sexuality openly. 5. United States. The United States has a diverse range of attitudes toward sexuality, influenced by factors like religion, geography, and subcultures. While there are regions that are conservative, urban areas like New York City, Los Angeles, and Miami are known for their more liberal attitudes. American women, especially in these cities, are often open about their sexual desires and willing to explore different aspects of their sexuality. Sexual culture in the United States. The U.S. is home to a wide range of sexual attitudes, with different regions having their own unique subcultures. However, in general, there is a growing trend towards sexual empowerment, especially among women. The rise of the feminist movement and greater access to sex education have contributed to this shift. Women are increasingly encouraged to explore their desires, communicate their needs, and engage in relationships on their own terms. The influence of media, entertainment, and social platforms has also played a role in normalizing discussions around female desire and pleasure. 6. Spain. Spanish culture is passionate, and this extends to the realm of sexuality. Women in Spain are known to express their desires freely, especially in urban areas where there is a more progressive attitude toward relationships and sex. The emphasis on romance, physical affection, and emotional connection makes Spain a place where women can be open about their needs and desires. Sexual culture in Spain. Spain is a country that celebrates life, love, and passion. The influence of its vibrant social culture can be seen in the way relationships are formed and maintained. Public displays of affection are common, and there is a greater acceptance of casual dating. Spanish women are typically open about their desires, and the culture encourages exploration without the fear of judgment. Like many European countries, Spain has comprehensive sex education, which helps foster healthy attitudes toward sex. 7. Australia. Australia has a laid-back, open, and adventurous culture, and this extends to its views on sex. Australian women are generally perceived as confident and straightforward when it comes to their sexual desires. The country has a liberal approach to sexuality, and discussions around sex are common and encouraged. Sexual culture in Australia. The relaxed attitude of Australians translates into a more open approach to relationships and sex. The country's emphasis on equality and personal freedom allows women to be vocal about their desires and preferences. Casual dating, open communication, and a focus on sexual health are all part of the culture, making it easier for women to explore and express their sexuality. Additionally, Australia has a diverse nightlife and festival scene that often promotes a sense of freedom and exploration. Conclusion. The expression of sexual desire among women is shaped by many factors, including cultural attitudes, gender equality, education, and freedom. Countries that prioritize individual rights, gender equality, and open communication tend to create environments where women feel empowered to express their sexuality. Nations like Sweden, Denmark, and France have cultures that celebrate freedom and consent, enabling women to be open about their desires. In more socially diverse countries like the United States and Brazil, urban areas often lead the way in fostering more liberal attitudes. Ultimately, sexual desire is a natural aspect of human behavior, and how it is expressed varies widely across the globe. The key takeaway is that when women are provided with the freedom, autonomy, and education to understand and articulate their desires, it leads to healthier and more satisfying relationships.